Infant mortality is the death of young children under the age of 1. The death toll is measured by infant mortality rate, which is probability of death of children under 1 year of age per 1000 live births. The under 5 mortality rate, which is referred to as the child mortality rate, is also an important statistic. Considering the infant mortality rate focuses only on children under 1 year of age. In 2013, the leading cause of infant mortality in the United States was birth defects. Other leading causes of infant mortality include birth asphyxia, pneumonia, congestional malformation, term birth complications such as abnormal presentation of fetus umbilical cord prolapse or prolonged labor, neonatal infection, diarrhea, malaria, measles, and most importantly, its malnutrition. One of the most common preventable causes of infant mortality is smoking during pregnancy, lack of prenatal care, alcohol consumption during pregnancy, and drug use also cause complication which may result in infant mortality. Many environmental factors contribute to infant mortality such as mother's level of education, environmental conditions, and political and medical infrastructure. Improving sanitation, access to clean drinking water, immunization against infectious disease, and other public health measures can help reduce high rates of infant mortality. In 1990, 8.8 million infants younger than 1 year died globally. Until 2015, this number has almost halved to 4.6 infant deaths. Over the same period, the infant mortality rate declined from 65 deaths per 1000 live birth to 29 deaths per 1000 live births. Globally, 5.4 million children died before their 50th birthday in 2017. In 1990, the number of child deaths was 12.6 million. More than 60% of these deaths are seen as being avoidable with low cost measures such as continuous breastfeeding, vaccination, and most importantly, improved nutrition. The child mortality rate, but not the infant mortality rate, was an indicator used to monitor progress towards the fourth goal of Millennium Development Goals of the United Nations for the year 2015. The reduction of child mortality is now a target in the Sustainable Development Goals. Goal number 3: ensure healthy lives and promote well being for all at all ages. Throughout the world, infant mortality rate or IMR fluctuates drastically, and according to the biotechnology and health sciences, education of life expectancy in country is the leading indicator of IMR. The study was conducted across 135 countries over the course of 11 years, with the continent of Africa having highest infant mortality rate of any region studied with 68 deaths per 1000 live births. Now we'll be talking about classification of IMR or infant mortality rate. Infant mortality rate is the number of deaths per 1000 live births of children, as we know already, under 1 year of age. The rate of a given region of number of children dying under 1 year of age divided by the number of live births during the year multiplied by 1000. Forms of infant mortality, there are three basic forms. First form is prenatal mortality in late fetal death. 22 weeks gestation to birth, that is the period for prenatal mortality in late fetal death, or death of a newborn up to 1 week of its birth. Second is neonatal mortality in newborn deaths occurring within 28 days of its birth. Neonatal death is often attributed in inadequate access to basic medical care during pregnancy and after delivery. This accounts to 40 to 60% of infant mortality in developing countries. Post neonatal mortality in is the death of children aged 29 days to 1 year. That's post neonatal. First was prenatal, neonatal, and this is the postnatal mortality. The major contributors to post neonatal death are malnutrition, infectious disease, troubled pregnancy, sudden infant death syndrome, and problems with home environment. There are many causes for a country which has increased IMR, so to say. Causes firstly is medicine and biology, premature birth, sudden infant death syndrome, congenital malformations, low birth weight, malnutrition, adverse effects of malnutrition, in infectious disease, environment, early childhood trauma, social economic factors, war and culture. So now I would be most importantly talking upon the preventions for a country that can take care of these policies, so to say, for bringing the infant mortality rate lower. To reduce infant mortality rate, or the reduction of infant mortality rate across the world, health practitioners, governments, and non governmental organizations have worked to create institutions, programs, and policies to generate better health outcomes. Current efforts focus upon development of human resource strengthening, health information system, health services delivery, etc. Improvements in such areas aim to increase regional health system and aided in efforts to reduce mortality rates. Policies. Policies reduction in infant mortality rate are possible in any stage of a country's development, be it in the demographic transition model, be it in first stage, second stage, third stage, fourth stage, and fifth stage. Do not need that much of policies because they are highly developed countries, and as it is, their population is declining. So reductions, rate reductions are evidence that a country is advancing in human knowledge, social institution, and physical capital. Governments can reduce the infant mortality rate by addressing the combined need for education, such as universal primary education, nutrition, and access to basic material and infant health services. A policy focus has the potential to aid those most at risk for infant and childhood mortality, allows rural and poor and migrant population. Reducing chances of baby being born at low birth weight and contracting pneumonia can be accomplished by improving air quality. Improving hygiene can prevent infant mortality. Home based technology to chlorinate, filter, and solar disinfection of organic water pollution could reduce the cases of diarrhea in children by up to 48%. Improvement in food supplies and sanitation has been shown to work in United States most valuable population, one being African Americans. All over, women's health status need to remain high. Promoting behavioral changes such as hand washing with soap, can significantly reduce the rate of infant mortality from respiratory and diarrhea diseases. According to UNICEF, hand washing with soap before eating and after using the toilet can save more lives of children by cutting deaths from diarrhea and acute respiratory infections. Focusing on preventing preterm and low birth weight deliveries throughout all populations can help to eliminate causes of infant mortality and decrease health care disparities within communities. In United States, these two goals have decreased infant mortality rates on a regional population. It has yet to see further progress on a national level. Increasing human resources such as physicians, nurses, and other health professionals will increase the number of skilled attendants and number of people able to give out immunization against disease such as measles. Increasing the number of skilled professionals is negatively correlated with maternal, infant, and childhood mortality. With the addition of one physician per 10,000 people, there is a potential for 7.08 fewer infant deaths per 1,000. In certain parts of US, specific modern programs aim to reduce levels of infant mortality. One such program that aims to reduce infant mortality is the Best Babies Zone, or otherwise known as BBZ, based on University of California, Berkeley. The BBZ uses the life course approach to address the structural causes of poor birth outcomes and toxic stress in three US neighborhoods. By employing community generated solution, the best baby zones ultimate goal is to achieve health equality in communities that are disproportionately impacted in infant deaths. Now we'll be seeing the infant mortality from United Nations Population Division. So this basically is talking about infant mortality across all the countries of the world. This is the 2019 revision. So I think so we should start with first, or the country that is having the least infant mortality. This is Iceland. Iceland, first of all, I'll tell the world average. The world average in 2015 to 2020, or to be precise, in the 2019 is 29.26 deaths per 1000 live births. So, first country according to United Nations Population Division is Iceland, which is having 1.25 deaths per 1000 live births. Following Iceland are Hong Kong, Singapore, Finland, Japan, Sweden, Norway, Czech Republic, South Korea. Iceland has 1.25, Hong Kong has 1.32 deaths per 1000 live births. Singapore is having 1.63, Finland is having 1.71, Japan is having 1.76, Slovenia is having 1.87. Now the countries, Sweden is seventh in 2019 revision. So Sweden has 2.04, Norway has 2.07, Czech Republic has 2.27, South Korea in 2000 in 1950 to 1955 had 159 deaths per 1000 live births. So it has just changed. It has turned the tables, so to say, from 159.09. It has gone to 2.11 deaths per 1000 live births. If we move to the bottom of the list, sadly we see Sierra Leone. Sierra Leone is officially known as Republic of Sierra Leone in the southwest coast of West Africa. It is having 80.77 deaths per 1000 live births. It is in 2019, it is the worst affected country, so to say, with infant mortality rate reaching 80.77. Next, moving up the order, is Central African Republic, or the landlocked country of Central Africa. It is having 81.90. Then we have Chad, that's also in Africa. So that's also in North Central Africa. We, for about what, bottom 10 we see is only bottom 10, all the countries are only from Africa. One basic reason can be the technological advancement in Africa and the cultural traditions that they have been following from hundreds and hundreds of years. Main reason is the technological advancement that has not reached those countries. So they are still in the first stage of demographic transition model, and the rate is 80.77. Chad is having a rate of 74.50. Somalia is having a rate of 69.31. Mali, Equatorial Guinea, Angola, Congo, Democratic Republic of Congo, Nigeria, Cameroon, South Sudan, and Pakistan is having a rate of 61.33. So, till now, the topmost countries, one basic reason for Ireland or Hong Kong or Singapore or Finland, Japan being there is the technological advancement that they have reached, so that they can decrease their infant mortality. And second is the amount of literacy that the countries are having over there, the population is having over there. So they are having top notch education for, or the literacy rate is very high in Hong Kong, Singapore, Finland, Japan, Sweden, Norway, South Korea. They are the top 10 countries in this list, and the bottommost country are sadly all in Africa, leaving one, that's Pakistan, that has a rate of 61.33, and then 191 to 201. Last country is Sierra Leone having 80.77. Thank you.